Electude tutorial, I will demonstrate how to assign content to a group. So step one, we're going to go to our student group and select which group we want to assign content to. So I'm going to select first year students. And so here you see at the top, under the students tab, first year is shown. Here we got our list of students. And then you can see in the group content area for courses and individual modules, both are empty. So if any one of these students would log in right now, they would see no content within first year students. Step two, we're going to assign a course. So after we select the group, we slide over here to the courses button. And here are our course choices. We have the generic Electude courses and then our NATEF courses. I'm going to drill into maintenance and light repair. And at this point, if I wish to assign everything in maintenance and light repair, I could just do a click and drag like this over to first year students and then have everything. I don't wish to do that. The other option, I could assign everything in engine repair by just clicking on engine repair and dropping it into students. But I want to assign a smaller chunk, so I'm going to drill into engine repair. And here we have cylinder, engine mechanical, cylinder head and valve train, lubrication and cooling. So if I want to assign all the lubrication and cooling, for example, I can simply click here and drag it up to students, such as that. So now when I go over here back to my group, I can see that I've assigned everything in lubrication and cooling. What's inside that is these set of modules here and quizzes. The other option I have is to assign content by module. So if I go back to my student group first year, here we see we have the course lubrication and cooling, but let's say that I want to assign one module at a time. To do this, you can use the plus button and you can add modules that are in your favorites. So if you have certain lessons that you've looked at that you put in your favorites, you can assign them that way. Or you can use the click and drag method, similar to how we assigned this course, only we're going to go into modules this time. And then we would go into one of these, think of them as like file cabinet drawers. So I'm going to go into powertrain, engine, and in fact, I could take one step back there. Here's the lubrication area. And if I wanted to assign, instead of the entire course on lubrication, I could do changing oil, lubrication. So you can kind of pick and choose what you want to give the student in this regard, students. And maybe oil pump, okay? So maybe that's what I want the students to start off with. So here I have a course, here I have individual modules. Now the difference between the two is for when the students log in, they're going to see a folder called Lubrication and Cooling Theory. And for these lessons here, they're going to see another folder called Other Content. So let me show you what that looks like from a student's perspective. So now we're going to log in as student. So when the student logs in, they see here's content of first year students. They click on this. And here are the two folders. So when I assign a course, you obviously get a folder titled by that course. And if I click on it, then here are those lessons within. If you assign content by module, then everything gets thrown into this folder called Other Modules. And the student would open this up and they would see it here. Now one suggestion might be, if you want to assign do both of it in this way. Here we assign the whole course, and what you could do here in other modules is just pick certain lessons from here that you want the student to focus on. So you could say, like, go into other modules, and these are the lessons I want you to do this week. When they finish them here, it will automatically populate as being completed here. So what I would recommend doing, if you kind of want to make this lubrication and cooling smaller, is assign the whole thing, and that would allow certain students to move forward after they've completed those modules. But then in the modules area, assign what modules out of here as an individual module. That way students can always go in here and see what you, the teacher, want them to focus on. Then next week, what you're going to do after they finish these 4, then what you're going to do as a teacher is log back in. And then you could clear these 4 out and put 4 new ones in from this content. So I could go in here, click these out, delete them from modules. It's not going to clear any results or anything like that. So once students have done these 4, it's going to stay up here in this course because they're already in there. Students won't have to redo anything. Okay, so they finished those 4 modules. They still got the entire course. Then I slide over here back to lubrication, and then okay, this week I want the students to do U.S. oil. I want them to do, I'm just going to pick some random ones here. Maybe these 3 or 4. So whatever you want the student to focus on that week, that's a good use of the modules area. So in other words, I got the entire course, and then I got the lessons that I want them to focus on this week. And then once students complete this area on lubrication and you want to go to another subject, just go over here to courses, back to engine repair. Maybe the next thing you do is general maintenance theory or engine mechanical, whichever area you want to focus on. You would then just drag that up to your students. We can drag this to the top, and then we could switch out these lessons here and assign some content from maintenance theory. There's no right or wrong way to do this. As a teacher, you'll figure out the best way to keep your students focused. But that's how you assign content.